Hello there, mind shifters. I'm Maggie. Welcome to the other side of the story, episode 5, The Tortoise and the Hare. Everyone knows the hare was arrogant, fast, careless, too proud for his own good. He had every advantage and threw it away. Stopped mid-race, fell asleep, woke up too late, lost to the tortoise who just kept going, slow, steady, unwavering. The moral wrote itself. Arrogance loses, consistency wins. That's the story we were told. But what if the hare could tell his side of the story? Because here is what the story skips over. Nobody asked what was happening inside. He was winning, comfortably, convincingly winning. The tortoise was barely visible behind him, steady, yes, but nowhere near close enough to threaten. So the hare had every reason to keep going and every ability to finish what he'd started. And then something happened. A stumble, a strain, a sharp pain in an ankle that stopped him mid-stride and forced him to the ground. Not a choice, just a body that needed a moment. So he stopped. He lay down. He waited for the pain to ease enough to run again. And while he was lying there, the world decided what it meant. Nobody noticed the wince, the way he held his leg, the frustration in his eyes as he watched the gap between himself and the tortoise slowly, agonizingly close. They saw a hare lying down mid-race, and they already knew the story. Arrogance, complacency, too proud for his own good. The conclusion came fast. The questions never came at all. He got up on a leg that wasn't right, in a race that was already lost, and he ran anyway. He crossed the line. He finished what he'd started. But by then, the story had already been written. And a hare who finished doesn't fit a moral about the dangers of arrogance quite as neatly as a hare who gave up. So that part got quietly left out. We made him a cautionary tale. We gave his story a tidy moral and moved on. We never once asked if he was okay. And that's the thing about the lens we inherit from fairy tales, from family, from a world that rewards the tortoise and pathologizes the hare. They teach us to judge what we see on the surface, to read behavior as character, to decide what someone stopping means without ever looking beneath it. But behavior is never the whole story. Beneath almost every collapse that looks like a flow, there is a human being doing the best they can with what they have in that moment. Let's turn the lens onto yourself. Where have you mistaken someone's collapse for their character? Who in your life have you written off, decided about, labeled, moved on from, without once considering what might have been happening in the place nobody could see? But the harder question is, where have you done this to yourself? Where have you looked back at a race you didn't finish, a gift you didn't use, a moment you laid down when everyone expected you to keep running, and told yourself the cruelest version of that story, when actually you were just someone who needed someone to ask if you were okay, and nobody did? This is a work of mind shift toward you, because beneath almost every behavior that looks like a flow, there is a human being doing the best they can with what they have in that moment. Changing the lens doesn't excuse the behavior, it explains the person. And when you can see the person clearly, real change becomes possible. When you change the lens, you stop judging and you start understanding. This is the other side of the story. Next week, we revisit the story of Icarus, the boy who flew too close to the sun. Or did he? If this one stopped you in the tracks, share it. Someone in your life needs to be seen differently today. See you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please consider giving me a subscribe or a like, as that really helps me as a small YouTuber.